Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Welcome to another episode of the Central Ohio Boys Basketball Weekly Recap, presented by I-70 Entertainment. I am your man, Coach T, and let's get to it. We had the regional finals last week. Quite a few teams representing Central Ohio, so let's see what happened. First, let's start in Division 5. Division 5, we saw Columbus Academy playing Bishop Ready, both two Central Ohio teams. They were scheduled to play in Wittenberg, but since they're two Central Ohio teams, they moved the game to Ohio Dominican University. They're not only two Central Ohio teams, but they are also Central Buckeye League rivals. Columbus Academy won both of the meetings this year. The first one was in overtime by 2. The second one they won by double figures, I believe. So it's hard to beat a team 3 times, especially a Tony Basutti coach team. But Bishop Ready came out, took the 2-0 lead, did not lead again after that. Columbus Academy took control, and they really dominated from start to finish. They won 66-39. It was a great game. Columbus Academy has been one of the best teams in the area, regardless of classification, as well as one of the best teams in the state. They play really hard. They play really well together. They have good senior leadership. And they were led in this game by Jason Singleton. He had 20 points. And, you know, Jason Singleton is the son of his namesake, who also played at Ohio State University. Following Jason Singleton, you had Theo Falkingham. I'm hoping I'm saying your name right, my man. He finished with 17. And rounding it out was Caden Ivory. Caden Ivory finished with 15 points. Caden Ivory comes from, has some good basketball blood in him, as his father was a player in the Columbus area in the early 2000s. Brandon Ivory. Brandon Ivory is about 6'5". He can take you inside. Don't leave him open outside. Don't close out too hard on him. He'll blow by you. He can give it to you however you want it. And also his mother, my apologies, I'm drawing a brain fart right now, but she was a star point guard at Afrocentric, and I'm sure at least one state championship team, and also she played in the college on the college level. So Caden Ivory gets it legitimately, and I'm excited to see what Columbus Academy does next. They have Cincinnati Summit Country Day this Friday, March 14th. They play at 8:30 at Wittenberg University. They're still undefeated, so they're going for their 28th win in a row. We're rooting for you, Columbus Academy. Really excited to see you, and hopefully we'll get down there and put our eyes on you again. But Columbus Academy, if you're free Friday, get down to Springfield, Ohio, and check them out and support the home team. Now let's move to Division 3. Division 3 saw representing Central Ohio, we had Bishop Hartley versus Louisville. I said last week I thought it was Louisville. That's how I know that spelling, but it's Louisville. And Bishop Hartley fought hard. They were undersized, as they are most games. But, you know, that doesn't matter to them because they're going to play hard and they're going to play disciplined and tough, as they did. Louisville was bigger. Louisville came out in the end with the 45-52 win. It was nip and tuck. Well, it was a tough first half, I say, for Bishop Hartley. Bishop Hartley was down 34-27 at the half. But it was that close because of Ja'Kai Callaway. He was a man possession that first half. He finished with 15 of his game high 21. But in the second half, Bishop Hartley turned up the D, they turned up their intensity, and they closed that lead down quickly and even took a brief lead themselves in the second half. But Louisville took the lead back, and it was really a one-possession game until late in the fourth, where they had a key 3-point play and pushed the lead to 5. And Bishop Hartley missed a couple shots, and Louisville made a couple free throws, and there you got the final of 45-52. The Callaways played well. Louisville really focused on trying to take out the Callaways, which, they saw it was really hard. They can only try to slow them down. But they did a great job against Carson Svetic. He had been playing really well, and they really limited his opportunities. But salute to Bishop Hartley. Great season, Elite 8. Only 8 teams in your division to make it this far, so salute. Nothing to hold your hat on. Hang your head on, I'm sorry. Now let's go to Division 2. Division 2, we saw the Westerville North Warriors versus the Big Walnut Eagles. I'm sorry. Again, they are from the same conference, same division of OCC, so they played twice before. Westerville North won the first matchup by a 30 ball. They put a 30 ball on them. And in the second matchup, it was an 8-point game. And that was recent. So people were saying Big Walnut might have some. They got a chance. They're big. They're long. Ty Perkins. Ty Perkins had 32. Set a school record with 8 3-pointers in the game, man. He was just incredible. However Big Walnut couldn't do anything. I mean, he was shooting from 25 feet, and it was hitting nothing but nets, cash money. At the halftime, Big Walnut scored 22 and Ty Perkins scored 22. So he got it going, and it was, Big Walnut really could not get into the game and really didn't cut into the lead too much. It was 46-22 at halftime. Micah Young and Tyson Perkins followed up Ty Perkins. They each had 12 points. Let me say, Tyson Perkins is a player, man. He's a sophomore, so we got 2 more years to watch him. Really smart, high IQ guy, and super tough. He had to have at least 7 rebounds. He battles, man. Defensive rebounds, he is in there. And I mean, it's just a joy to see. And his like I said, his IQ and his passing ability he's going to be fun to watch these next 2 years. So get out to Westerville North and watch them. Again, they won 79-50 over Big Walnut. They will face Toledo St. Francis next in the state semifinals. That's Sunday, March 16th at 6 p.m. That's the last game of a triple header at Wright State University in the Dayton area. Check it out. Now, we also had another representative in Division II, and that was New Albany. New Albany faced North Royalton at the College of Worcester Saturday, and they failed to North Royalton 38-35. Great year by New Albany, great run, making it to the Elite 8 is definitely an accomplishment. Salute. All right, now let's get to Division 1. Division 1, let's start with the Central Ohio matchup that took place at Wittenberg University between Olentangy Orange and Groveport Madison. Groveport is a tough team. So I knew it was going to be I thought it was going to be a tough game. I know Olentangy. I thought it was going to be a tough game. But Olentangy proved once again they are one of the best teams in the state. They are so locked in together on both ends. They're so tied in with each other. I mean, to watch them, it's a joy because they really enjoy playing together. And when you watch them, you can see that they sincerely enjoy when their teammate is balling. And that's so much fun to watch. Their defense, they're one of the best defensively in the state, man. They had control of this game basically throughout. They built it to a 21-point lead in the second half. And that's why I started with saying Groveport is a tough team. But Groveport did cut it down to 11 in the fourth quarter, but could not get closer than 11 to Olentangy Orange. It's so balanced, man. They were led by Devin Brown, the Davison signee, and Keegan Knupp, the Eastern Michigan baseball signee. They each had 23. And then you had Levi Davis, the OU football signee, follow them up with 12 points. Next, they play Sunday, March 16th versus Cleveland St. Ignatius, the reigning state champions. They played once before. Olentangy Orange got the better of them. So this is a rematch. They play at 12 noon, again, Sunday, March 16th. Now that will be at the Canton Fieldhouse. So check it out, support, and good luck, the Olentangy Orange Pioneers. And the last game of the docket was the best game on the docket, which was between the Reynoldsburg Raiders and Olentangy Liberty. Great game. Double overtime win. You had Reynoldsburg coming out on top, 98-91 in double overtime. Start to finish. Very exciting game. Olentangy Liberty and Reynoldsburg tied the game. Were tied at the end of the first quarter, 13-13. But I say that because Reynoldsburg was really led in that first quarter by Jordan Bowens. I was impressed with him the whole game, man. His intensity, his enthusiasm, his effort was there the whole game. Size-wise, Olentangy Liberty was bigger. Maybe not so much length, but definitely physical mass. And Jordan Bowens was attacking the glass. He was all over the court. I was really impressed. He got in foul trouble in the first half, so he had to sit a little bit in the first half. But he really set the tone. Again, like I said, it was nip and tuck throughout. But that second half was the Toby Nwokolo was the man. He had 25 points in the second half in OT and in both the OTs. Defensively, he had to guard Tyler Prop, the Northwestern signee, all game. Of course, he's a little bit shorter than him, but he battled. He was very physical. He contested. He blocked his shot. He was he played both ends. And that's when you know I haven't seen Toby play both ends like that. He was really locked in as the team is locked in. And he really kept them in the game that second half. And then it came down to the end of the regulation. Reynoldsburg's up 3. Me and my buddy, Coach Vic, he was there. And we got an inside joke. Well, it's not an inside joke, but I'm a coach. I'm going to play D. Switch everything, play tough, contest the shot, let's go home. Because I've been bitten both ways. I fouled, I've given up, they made the first free throw, got the offensive rebound, put back, and we're going to overtime. I've gotten beat both times, both ways. So I like to play D. He says foul. Reynoldsburg plays D, does not foul. But there was one guy you could not let get open. This guy already had 5 threes in the game. He was the man, Nick Butterfield. He was butter, and they left him open. That was the guy you could not leave open. I would leave anybody. I would have 5-on-1. Nick is not gonna beat us. Anybody else, go ahead and shoot. Keep shooting. But Nick is not gonna do it. They let him get a shot off. And if it was no nets, that ball would have kept on bouncing. Because it didn't hit nothing. It was pure. So they went into overtime. The first OT found Reynoldsburg got down 6 points. A little over a minute left. A lot of people got up and left. They were walking out, I should say. They were getting up to walk out and trying to beat the crowd. Reynoldsburg scored quick, went to that diamond. That's where they really hurt them. They started pressing and went to that diamond on them and started trapping, and they really turned the game there. Closed that gap real quick. Double OT, it was over. It was over. Like I said, Toby Nwokolo finished with 33. Next, you had Jordan Fisher and Xavier McKinney, both of them the Jordan Fisher, the OU, Ohio U signee. Xavier McKinney, the commit to OU. They both finished with 18. Man, they played well, man. Now they have a tough Lakota West team coming from the Cincinnati area. That's Sunday. That's the first game of the triple-header at Wright State. That's Sunday at 12 noon at Wright State. Reynoldsburg versus Lakota West. Man, good luck to all of these teams. We hopefully we'll be there at all of them to check everybody out, but we will have a report for you to let you know what happened, what's going on, who will be representing Central Ohio in the state finals. Hopefully we'll have an all Division I state final. Division I Central Ohio state final, my bad. Never know. We shall see. People, really appreciate you joining us. We only got one more episode left. That's when we recap the finals in the season. As always, one love and be safe.